In this lecture, we're going to provide a brief overview of what a data controller is and what a data processor is. Now, we've talked about this very briefly. Here, we're going to go into a bit more detail, and then we're really going to flesh this out over the next several lectures. So we're going to start by defining what a data controller is. We're going to look at the controller's obligations. Then we're going to define what a data processor is and look at the processor obligations. This is going to set us up for a deeper dive in future lectures. So what is a data controller? A data controller determines the responsibility for compliance and how data subjects can exercise rights. Now, the definition we've seen before is an organization that determines the purpose and means of the data, and that's what we're going to get to next. And when it comes to the data controller's role, they determine the responsibility for compliance and how data subjects exercise their rights. That is part of their core responsibility. As for the definition of a data controller has 5 parts. Just like we saw personal data had 4 parts, data controller has 5. This is a natural or legal person, public authority, agency, or other body, that's part 1, that alone or jointly, that's part 2, determines, that's part 3, the purpose and means, part 4, of processing the personal data. That's part 5. And we're going to break all of that out in just a minute. So altogether, again, one more time, a data controller is a natural or legal person, public authority, agency, or other body that alone or jointly determines the purpose and means of the processing of personal data. And yes, it's possible that for a processing activity, we can have more than one controller. We can have joint controllership, and we will talk about that. Most GDPR compliance requirements fall to the controllers, and if there is a complaint, the data protection authority's first target is the data controller or controllers. Controller obligations include informing the data subject of a number of things. For example, informing the data subject that data is being collected, how that data is being processed, etc. The controller also confirms the legal basis for processing. Why are we collecting that data? What is the lawful basis for collecting and processing? We are going to talk a lot about the legal bases later on. The controller is also responsible for honoring data subject rights and ensuring that data subjects can appropriately exercise those rights. Controllers are also responsible for conducting data protection impact assessments, or DPIAs, when high-risk processing is involved. Controllers are responsible for security. And when there is a data breach, they are responsible for determining who gets notified. What is a data processor? Thankfully, this is much more straightforward. A data processor processes personal data on behalf of the controller. Processor obligations include ensuring that cross-border data transfers are compliant, security, and when their systems are breached and there's a data breach, they must notify the controller. In this lecture, we looked at data controller and data processor in a little bit more detail. Remember that the role of the data controller is to determine responsibility for compliance and how data subjects can exercise their rights. Controller obligations include informing the data subject, confirming the legal basis for processing, honoring data subject rights, conducting DPIAs for high-risk processing, security, and determining who gets notified in the event of a data breach. A data processor processes personal data on behalf of the controller, and processor obligations include ensuring that cross-border data transfers are compliant, security, and notifying controllers when data is breached.